How are you today? Today, I want to talk about 3 signs that you might have postpartum depression. You ready? Number 1, the first one being that your baby blues does not subside within a few weeks. So the doctor gives you about 6 to 8 weeks for your body to heal, right? Okay, about halfway through, right after you have the baby, you normally will start to balance out as far as your hormones. And so during the first few weeks that the baby's born, you might find yourself weepy, and you might find yourself a little teary-eyed, and then after a few weeks that starts to subside. However, if it does not, that means that you are leaning towards postpartum depression. Don't worry. It does not mean that you are going to harm your child. It just means that you're having a hard time balancing out your emotions and your hormones a little more than someone else. So don't be afraid. Just call your doctor, and your doctor will refer you to a therapist. But first, your doctor will help you come up with a plan to be able to start to become whole. Because we know after having a baby, it is not as glamorous as they make it seem in movies. So if you are a few weeks past the postpartum after you've given birth to your child, go talk to your doctor. Go seek out some therapy. Go seek out some help so that you can become balanced and the best mom that you can be. 2, you start feeling that everyday activities are not as enjoyable. So after you have your baby, after you've healed, after, you might have gone back to work, there are certain things like regular schmegular activities that you just don't want to do anymore. You don't want to hang out with your friends. You find cooking, cleaning, getting up and taking a bath, you find those things debilitating. Like the mere thought of it, makes you physically cringe. So that is another sign. And I mean, just simple things like just getting up to shower, that can seem like the most monstrous task that there is. And believe you me, I've been there. And sorry, I got some stuff on my hand, but simple things, cooking a meal, even if it's just some beans and weenies, okay? Those things can feel very, very, very debilitating. And it's not explained, and you're like, you know what, normally I would get up and cook by now, or normally I would have gotten up and taken a shower, and normally I would have done this, and normally I would have done that. But the mere thought of getting up to do those things, that's feeling debilitated. It's something that's very easy to do. However, you inside your head, your body, your mind, you're thinking I cannot today. So that's the second sign. The third sign is you stop doing things that you love. And I started to touch on that in 2, but going out and hanging with your friends, something very simple. Yeah, and when you first have a baby, it's a little hard to leave your baby for a few hours because you feel that mom guilt. But when you start declining invitation after invitation after invitation after invitation after invitation, it's not just about it's not just about, oh, well, I've given birth and I don't want to leave my baby with anybody. Or no, sometimes you could very well get a sitter, because most of us, when we have a baby, everybody and their mother wants the baby. So it's not that. And I know sometimes people can feel, take a couple of hours at first after they're having a baby, after they've healed, during that 6 to 8 week postpartum. They normally spend the most time with their baby, but most of us, after we've had a baby, we need a little break. Okay, it's been 6 to 8 weeks, and it's just been, us, our family, and a baby. So starting to decline the invites after a while. It's not just becoming a new mother, but it's a sign that maybe something else deeper is going on. Another one is losing affection for your partner. Just the snuggles, the cuddles, the love and affection and attention that you all showed to each other before you had the baby, that can be a very definitive sign that, and it's not that you don't love them anymore. It's not that they're doing anything bad or anything like that. It's just simply that, that's a sign. That's a sign that, postpartum depression might be settling in. And then another one is not doing like your hobbies. So like if you sew, if you make t-shirts, if you do makeup, if you clean or do puzzles or whatever the case may be. That is another sign. Not getting back. Now, there's a difference between taking care of your child and making sure that your child is okay. But you also have to find time for you. And if you find doing regular activities and doing things that you used to do with the baby, not in excess, but just in a little bit, that could definitely be a very definitive sign that you have postpartum depression. Now, do not let TV or episodes on medical shows or anything deter you from asking your doctor about postpartum depression. You have an honest conversation with your doctor. Your doctor by law cannot tell anybody what is going on with you. You don't have to tell anybody. However, I do suggest telling somebody because it is much easier to go through your process for you to be able to heal and get back to being a better you by telling someone. And by telling them, if they don't understand, you can take that opportunity to teach them as you are learning about it as well. And so just because you have postpartum depression does not mean that you have psychosis. Psychosis is more so when people are hurting and harming themselves and their children. And so it can lead to that. However, you don't want to get it that far. You want to go ahead and seek help now. So whether that is traditional therapy or going to a psychiatrist to get medication, or if you believe in holistic activity, sorry, y'all. I was doing my makeup before we got on here, but doing a holistic approach. If you want to do meditation, if you want to do yoga, if you want to do other methods of meditation, you can. Anything that helps you get to a holistic, not even a whole person, as you get to a whole individual, whatever type of therapy it is that you need, talk therapy, any kind of therapy. There's many therapies out here. And so I would suggest just talk to your doctor. Talk to people who know and understand this very, very well, and know that you will not regret it. And if you go to one, if your doctor refers you to a psychologist and they're not it, you find you another one. And if that one doesn't work, you find you another one. You keep pushing through until you get the healing and the best fit that you need as far as making it to the other side of postpartum. Postpartum is not the end, honey. It is the beginning. So please know that you are not alone. Okay. Thank you so much for listening, and I will I want you guys to tune in with me next time. Thanks for tuning in to Chanel Janae. And if you like what I talked about today, like and subscribe. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.